Well, that's a good way to end spring break. Hey, Bruins fans, because that is a 3-2 victory over the Detroit Red Wings, taking us up to 50 wins after being down 2-0 in the first period. Welcome back Into the Den, everybody. Sort of been thinking about changing the name of this to Bruins beat or breakdown. One of those two. I'll throw up a thread on Twitter. I'll throw up a poll on Twitter to see what people prefer. But for now, it's going to be Into the Den. But that's not the point. The point is 50 wins. 50 wins. For fastest team in NHL history to 50 wins. We come into this game team having lost the game against Edmonton and looking absolutely horrible doing it. Yes, we had that good first period, but that's about it. And we come out to this game looking just as bad. I feel it should be mentioned there that the first period of this game looked awful. The first period for the Bruins, they looked super pedestrian. And Orlov was in for Forbort today. Definitely feels like other than Lindholm and McAvoy, Orlov is going to be shuffling around the lineup, giving guys his healthy scratches is around everywhere. I think and that honestly is the best way to deal with it, because Orlov is someone who you need on this in this lineup, and the bottom four you could theoretically put anywhere. You could theoretically shuffle them around in any way, shape, or form, and you'd be fine. I mean, this is also the last game that the Bruins play before a 5-game road trip starting tomorrow against the Red Wings. So we get a back-to-back against the Red Wings. So we also had at practice the St. Patrick's Day jerseys, because during this 5-game road trip, St. Patrick's Day is going to happen, and it doesn't feel right celebrating St. Patrick's Day after St. Patrick's Day. It's just not how Boston likes to operate. But anyway, first period, Bruins look awful. Well, we are getting outplayed at pretty much every single point by the Red Wings. We were given a power play pretty early on, and then we get scored on during that power play. I think it's Andrew Kopp on a 2-on-1. Lindholm is up the middle, cutting up the pass, and Ullmark. I know it's a 2-on-1, but Ullmark, you have to have that. You have to have that because is cutting off the pass. Andrew Kopp just has a straight shot. You have to make that save. You absolutely have to make that save. If that's like that, it doesn't go in. Like 99 times out of 100, that shot does not go in against Ullmark, and it went in today. Wonderful. So that's just great. Not only are we now 5 for 54, 5 for now 55 on the power play, but we've given up a freaking shorthanded goal during that trap. The power play is awful. Like, and there is no reason for it to be this bad. Like during the first 50 games, the Bruins had the second best power play in the entire league at 27%, and over the last 16 games or something like that, it's gone down to 9. We've had a 9.8 power play percentage. Pathetic. And I know a good chunk of the playoffs are won on 5. Doesn't mean the power play isn't any less is important. Red Wings are on the power play. So a few frick a little bit after the Bruins completely blow their power play, the Red Wings end up on the power play, and from there, David Perron sets up where Pasta usually sets up and fires right to Alex Chason on the other side of the on the far post, who just taps it in. It's honestly, I can't really put that on Allmark because is how can you really because that's always a tricky one to save, where they cheat towards the near post for a shot, but it ends up being a pass but it ends up off angle and as a pass to the far post. So the Bruins are down 2-0 in less than 6 minutes into the game. Awful start. The Bruins do not look energized. The Red Wings are just starting to cave them. So that's how the first period goes. And the Bruins go into this intermission on the downswing and like on bottom in terms of shots. It's the Red Wings are leading 15-11. And on the other side of the first intermission, Bruins end up leading in shots 18-2 for the entire second period. And you know what we do? Not only do we tie it up, but our power play finally shows some more life. First of all, the first goal, Hampus Lindholm from pretty much the blue line, blue line, fires on net and it goes through a bunch of traffic. I think even Charlie Coyle jumps over tries to jump over the puck, and it actually works. And Magnus Hellberg can't make the save, and the Bruins end up and that ends up as Bruins goal 2-1. A little bit later, Bruins are getting the Red Wings have the puck in the Bruins and they are trying to put it through. Dylan Larkin has the puck. It has the puck and he fires it. It bounces off the post and off of the back of Allmark's leg and into the net. Except the whistle. The refs called the play dead a good second before that happened, and because Dylan Larkin ended up going for interference. So the Bruins, so no goal, because Dylan Larkin having the puck at that point would have meant that the Red Wings had possession, and that means is that the play is dead. The Bruins on the power play. Bergeron sets up in pretty much his office. He's like that low slot right above the crease is pretty much Bergeron's office because that's where he always is. He's always where he needs to be for the tap in. DeBrusk, he's set up. DeBrusk passes to him. He chips it in past Hellberg. Tie game at 2. Tie game at 2. Heading into second intermission. So the first period, the first period, the Red Wings had plenty of the advantage. The second period, Bruins absolutely caved the Red Wings. They were on advantage the entire time. Third period was a little bit of both. It was mostly Bruins, but the Red Wings did have a few really good opportunities. But they did not have a goal. Red Wings did not have a goal. You know who had a goal? Garnet Hathaway. Garnet Hathaway had a goal. Garnet Hathaway. The entire fourth line on a 3-on-2. Greer takes the shot. It bounces off of Hellberg, and Noshik taps the puck so that Hathaway can put it behind it in Hellberg, reach over and tap it in Peter Forsberg style. That is your 3-2. That is your 3-2 winner. That is your game-winning goal. And afterwards, after the Red Wings pulled Magnus Hellberg, Tyler Bertuzzi, the old Red Wing himself, he almost ends up with a goal with an empty netter, but he gets tripped up. Final score 3-2. Game notes. Bruins definitely. This was a win that the Bruins needed to have, but I think they all understand that it's not going to get easier. It's only going to get a lot harder, especially because this is not just a 5-game road trip that they're going to be on. It's a 5 games in 8 days. They play Sunday. Monday they have off. Tuesday they play. Wednesday they have off. Thursday they play. Friday they have off. Saturday, Sunday. So that's 8 days. And then it's Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. That is 5. That's 5. If you didn't know, I was counting on binary in my hands. But yeah, that is 5 games in 8 days. All on the road. Now, I guess the saving grace is that this is not going to be a very tough road trip, because you have Detroit on Sunday, because you have Detroit tomorrow, Chicago Tuesday, Winnipeg Thursday, Minnesota Saturday, and Buffalo Sunday. I think the closest thing to a really tough team that you're going to have on that is probably either Winnipeg or Minnesota. And Winnipeg, they've been dealing with a little bit of trouble. Well, Josh Morrissey is. I don't think Morrissey is really playing at the Josh Morrissey level that they need him to be, and Connor Hellebuck isn't making as many of the big saves as he needs to. And Minnesota, they have quite a bit of depth problems. And they're pretty much hiding entirely behind Kirill Kaprizov. And that's pretty much it. The Bruins have a 5-game road trip, and it's not going to be that bad. I still expect us to lose at least once, especially with how we're playing. Like, honestly, even throughout this game, I don't think that we played that amazing. But I still expect us to. So I still expect us to lose at least once, but not because we played a better team. Like the Edmonton game, that I think everybody could see that loss was not because we played a better team. That loss was because we absolutely caved. We caved to lower opposition, and we didn't play to our strengths, and so we lost that game. But against the Red Wings, we've already beaten them. We can do it again. Chicago, they're deep in the hunt for Bedard. Third, Winnipeg, yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Minnesota, also a little bit tricky. Buffalo just got caved 10-4 by Dallas. I also think, but even still, I think that Buffalo could potentially muck us up. So that's it. That's my take on that, and that's gonna be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with a better camera on a better computer. Take care.